guys, hello. How you doing? Are you doing fantastic? I hope you have been doing well. Karibuni sana to Let's Talk About It. Kawa kawaida, my name is Basma Ora, and thank you so much for the subscription, for all those who have subscribed, for the sharing, for the comments, for the likes. Now, penda sana, and if you watching me for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe, to turn on your notification button, and like, share, and comment. Otherwise, thank you so much. And before I even start my today's third episode, my baby is growing. I'm so excited. But before I go head on to the my third episode and my topic for today, I want to first thank the people who have made this possible for me. First of all, is where I am at as we continue and as I continue doing this. Wakatamu Gardens, Chuka, thank you so much. They have made it possible for me to do my shooting here in their beautiful scenario. And if you are in Chuka and you want a place to pumzika, to just steam off and just have a breather, you can come here at Wakatamu Gardens. It's really nice. They have good meals. You can come and try it out. And of course, my makeup artist, my best friend, he's also checking my best friend, and it's a Scarlett Murphy for this amazing look. And definitely for the one behind the camera, Brian Chacha, thank you so much for making this become possible for me. So today we're going to discuss again another topic, and this time we're going to focus on parents' view towards failure. And the reason as to why I decided to talk about it is because I have realized in my interaction with friends here in campus, they are afraid to tell their parents they have failed, or they are stuck at a particular moment, or at a particular point, and they do not know what to do. The fact that you may fail, it can be most especially when it comes to academics, because parents are really focused on us passing, and that's a good thing because every parent definitely do not want to associate their kids with failure. Like they need to accept the fact that failure is happening and failure is part of the journey. So what you do after you failed is what matters. But when failure happens, doesn't mean that you have failed, and most especially when it comes to academic failure, because I have interacted with so many friends of mine, and wanasema they are not able to tell their parents that when they fail, they either look for a way out to sort themselves out and make sure that probably they have done a unit or two, even failing in terms of being stuck, like you get to a point that you just stuck, you do not know what to do. Failure in terms of the career you choose to take, even after campus, because there's this kind of perspective where certain careers do not take you far. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of view for parents, from parents, can actually demoralize us in a way, and we decide to do things without involving them. Yet it can be a very great help, and it can really help us when we engage our parents in the activities we do, and when we fail, we have a place to bounce back to when we know that our parents are there to support us. So I definitely asked a few friends of mine in my social media platform, and they answered, and very honestly, some of them are very positive that they are able to be bold enough to talk to their parents. The question was, what is your view about the parents' perspective towards failure, and are you bold enough to tell your parents that you are stuck, or you have failed, and do you think that it should change? The perspective that parents take when it comes to failure, do you think that it should change so that it can be able to accommodate us? And the parents' view can be in terms of, parents' view towards failure can be in terms of them being disappointed that you have failed, or you're stuck. The issue of pregnancy here in campus, it do happens, by the way. Here the ladies get pregnant, but they are not able to go back to their parents. Unana, our parents have come to realize about it way later, probably when she's now getting the baby. A few months before is when the parent is getting to know, because probably that lady has not been able to be given a platform to be open to their parents. Another thing is, I have specified on it, is academics. Academics here in campus, failure to happen. People fail in one or so, and that doesn't mean that they're not going to graduate, or they're not going to be better people in future. Therefore, they need to be given a platform to open up to their parents and tell their parents that actually no feel for this unit and I feel vibaya, and get encouragement from the parents. In terms of career wise, I have also emphasized on that. Kuna careers when your parents think that these are the best careers, and there are careers you can tell them you want to pursue, like dancing as a career, ama like acting as a career, without any other one, any other career that you view, and they view that as failure, as if you have failed. And actually the whole thing of this episode is parents giving us, and us as wannabe parents, we need to give our kids, the kids that we're going to have definitely in future, a platform to open up. They'll be able to come and tell us that, Mom, Dad, I have failed at this particular moment, Ama, I am stuck. And actually from the views, Ama, from the comments I got, people are even stuck in jobs. You get to a place for mid-month, definitely any salary inalipwa after like a month, end month. But uko katikati, you have not been able to pay your water bill, electricity bill, hauna food, and you're not able to go back to your parents. So and then you sort here and there, and then I'll sort you out probably after I get my salary. So I think parents should give us that platform to open up. And I'll just go ahead on to the comments I received from from my friends. And the first one is a good one, because they said that my parents are cool whether it's success or failure, but in terms of being bold to tell them, I am not so sure if I can be able to be bold enough to tell them about my failure. That's also like most of the comments I got, they are not able to open up. Personally, I don't think parents condone failure at all, which is actually true to all parents, ama to most parents. They're not able to condone, most especially if they have given us the platform. They wamelipa school fees, so they make sure you have a good place to stay. They have done all that, and then when you say that you have failed, it now comes to you like, it's not them. Then they have done everything possible to make sure that you are in a good position to read. But if you get to fail, it becomes a whole. They are not able to condone that. So this one says that personally, I don't think parents condone failure at all. No parents want to see their child fail, which is true. But there is no better confidence boost than when your parents tell you that yes, you have failed, but you can do better. It gives you a huge drive to work on yourself more. And I agree on that, because when your parents are able to encourage you and tell you that it's actually part of life, and what you do after that is what matters, really strengthens and boosts you to work more on yourself and to have a better platform to even share more and more details about yourself to your parents. This other one is an interesting one. They get disappointed. There are 3 stages, I think. She talked about denial stage, where the parents get disappointed. They don't want to accept that you have actually failed, or you're actually stuck. There's a bargaining stage, and you're like, now that you have failed, what are the options? What can we do? And then there's the acceptance stage, where they accept what has happened and support the decisions that a child makes. The other one was, my parents' view of failure is not being able to achieve what they really expect from us. Mostly academic. We will inform them that I have failed, but to some extent, not everything. And definitely, it will not be in terms of failure. It will be a learning experience, and that they are able to chip in and help when they are in a position to. Yeah, so you get to a point that you're not able to tell your parents that you have failed. You just tell them. Mostly, we get to tell them afterwards, after we have been able to achieve it. Like, by the way, your time, feeling at that particular moment, but we sort. And another one says that my parents understand that failure is part of life sometimes, and they are always ready to help and advise in case it happens. That's a very good perspective, parent perspective view about failure. That it actually happens and it's part of the journey. And what you do afterwards is what that matters. This other one says that my parents hate failure, so I try my best not to fail, and if I do, I deal with it myself. I do not tell them. It happens, and that would not be, which is basically the hit on the child, because we have not been given that platform to open up and to say that I have actually failed and I need help, or I need some advice on a particular area. Another one says that they view failure like if I have an objective or dream to achieve and fail to do so, that is the failure kind of towards them. Like you have an objective to do. Probably in campus the objective is to pass with good honors. So if you're not able to do that, that is failure to them. And we are not able to tell them. This other one says that truth be told, no one wants to be associated with failure. We will take time to tell my parents, which is actually true. This other one says that for my parents, it's doctor or failure. Oh my god, this is so true. It's either you're a doctor or you're failed in any other career you choose to take. It's either you become a doctor or you have actually failed. So he says that so when I refused med school, I literally chose the latter. That is the failure. Like according to them, I may fail because I went to medical school. Yes, I do share how the things are going. Somehow they came to understand my journey and view success based on my goals. That is really important to note because there's so many things that children can do apart from medicine and engineering and these other courses that are regarded as the courses to do. So parents should be able to understand that let the child explore themselves in terms of their career, in terms of their passion, what they love to do best and what they thrive in. And when you let a child do a career that they enjoy, they are going to thrive so much in it and they can get even income from it. This other one says that view of failure is a normal thing. They view failure as a normal thing. They do have failed in other areas, so they see failure as a stepping stone. I'm not so bold to tell them I fight my battles alone and I do not compete my friends at all. So as much as the parents take failure as much as they can, they also need to give us an opportunity to like open up. Because they might be seeing that way, but they have not given us an opportunity, a platform to come and tell them that enyewe hata mimi hapo hivyo nimefail ama I am stuck and I need advice from you. This other one says that my parents view as part of life, and yes, I am bold enough to tell them I'm stuck, but the question is how to get out of it because I don't want to be a disappointment to them. This is so true because this is actually how every parent, I would advise every parent and every wannabe parent to take this kind of perspective that it's part of life. And yes, you need to allow our kids to be and us as kids to our parents a platform to open up and say that we have failed. And the question should be is what do we do after we have failed? After we have stuck. We don't just stay there. This other one says that they highly advocate for success but also understand that failure is expected and cannot be avoided. And yes, I tell them when I'm stuck or fail. This is a very good perspective of failure because it do happens, it's part of the journey as I have said, and giving a child a platform to open up and to accept that it's okay you have failed, what are you going to do after that is really important. This other one says that parents think having gone through campus is a direct link to success, which is actually true. Usually not true. We still fail and make mistakes depending on them after campus feels illegal. Never been bold enough to ask them for help. So yeah, I think they view like umeenda campus you need to succeed. But it happens after campus, you don't know what to do, you are not yet prepared, and now they start feeling disappointed. Like somesha for what? Wamesaulisha ndio ufanye nini after that. So yeah. And this other thing is most parents view failure not engaging in any form of income generating activity. Parents want to see their child actively engaged. And I do tell my parents and they do come to me. And I think that is basically true. Where parents view like failure as something that not failure but success is something that gives you income. As long as it gives you income, as long as it pays your bills, and as long as you can be able to put a plate of chips and a plate of whatever on your table and food, then that is that. So if you're not able to do that, then it becomes a whole issue and you do not know how to open up to your parents. So basically today I just wanted to yeah, I think to just change the parents' perspective of failure, and they need to accept that failure is happening and failure will happen, and what we do after that is what matters. But when we fail, it's part of the journey, and they need to give us that platform to open up to. So yeah, that marks the end of our topic today. I hope we have learned, and before I conclude again, I want to say thank you to Wakatamo Gadgets for this venue that I'm doing my episodes on. I'm Adi, and the guy behind the camera, my director and my camera person, Brian Chacha, and of course my makeup artist, Kenneth Basi. And to my next episode, thank you guys for watching. I love you all.